So you're alone in your shop and you need to lift the hood. Stick around and I'll show you how. Welcome back to Welcome back to You Break It, You Fix It. I'm Jim Murphy, and today we are going to lift a hood off the C10 project. And I find myself here all in my shop, and this thing is heavy, and I just had shoulder surgery a few months ago, so I will not be manhandling this thing at all. We're going to build a tool to magically lift this off effortlessly. I dug around in my scrap steel bin and grabbed a couple chunks of 1x1, and we're going to start hacking it up. What the hell was that noise? We are going to start hacking it up and weld it up into an H-shaped jig that will rest on the bottom of the hood, and then we'll be using an engine hoist to lift on that jig to nicely and gently and easily pop this hood right off. There's a couple things you need to consider, so stick around as I'm building this. I'm going to go into why it's designed the way it is, because you want to be careful with lifting sheet metal pieces with a thing that's not human hands, because it can crush and bend things when you least expect it. I love tools like this. I love building just practical shop tools that you'll probably use the rest of your life. I'm going to get locked off on the tripod and start hacking this stuff up. I think I've been talking at nothing for a while. I forgot to hit record. Anyway, I got all my pieces cut out. You can see I bevel ground everything up really nicely and ground the rust off the places where I'm going to weld. This is just a shop tool. It needs to function. That's all it needs to do. I don't care if it looks nice and pretty. Doesn't really matter to me. I love fabrication projects, but I like fabrication projects like this even more because we can just slam together and get instant gratification, which is nice. I went ahead off camera because drilling holes is pretty boring. Drilled the holes in the brackets that we'll be mounting to the engine hoist. So the first weld I need to do is I need to mock up the crossbar of the H pattern jig that we're talking about to weld on the two tabs that are going to be bolted to the engine hoist. Now, if this doesn't make sense, if I'm losing you, don't worry, stick around. You'll see exactly how this works. It'll make a lot more sense when it's together if you don't understand right now. So just hang on, bear with me. I'm going to get you locked off on the tripod, and I'm going to get this mocked up and set up to tack weld that in place. It's a little tricky to get this set up so it holds itself. So I'm going to be using sawhorses and clamps and magic witchcraft to make this happen. So let's get you locked off and I'll get to it. it's finally starting to take shape as what it needs to look like. Get back here a little bit, focus it on me. You can see the H pattern. It's all squared, the legs measure evenly. You can see the brackets. Where's my finger? You can see the brackets for the engine hoist. Those are tacked in. I'm going to tack these, double check them, then I'll burn all the welds in, including the brackets. And there's one piece we got to add to this. I'll show you in just a second once I get this all welded up. Got everything burned in, everything welded that's going to be welded. Man, I love a good ugly fabrication project. That's what I call these. Something that's fabricating, but it doesn't have to look nice, and you can just bang it out quickly. Man, I love these. Anyways, the last piece of the puzzle. Now, we have our support structure. This is what will go on the bottom side of the hood and support the hood from wobbling side to side. But one key factor is we need a bottom cleat or foot for the bottom edge of the hood to sit on. I'll show you what I mean. So here's the back side of our hood. So to support this from sliding downward as we're picking it up, we need to weld these little feet on that H bracket. And they'll go right here and they'll hold the back side of the hood. Now the caveat with these is if you're using yours for a nice painted hood, then you really don't want to use these. And if you do, you want to stuff a nice cottony soft rag in there and watch the edge of that hood because it will bend the edge of the hood. There's another way to do this. I'm not doing it today because the hood needs some work. I'm not worried about chipping that edge. I know that edge is strong. I've used something like this on the exact same hood before. I know I'm not going to have a problem. But if you're worried about the shape or condition of your hood, especially if you have a newer car, that edge of the hood is much thinner and much more vulnerable than that. I'll show you a trick. Let me get my light. Where's my light? All right. So on pretty much any hood, you're going to find these support braces in there, and you can see this one has a hole in it right there, and there's a hole down there. And some vehicles, there could be even more holes and slotted holes, all sorts of stuff. My point is, there are braces here, and what you can do is, instead of welding feet on the end, oops, I'm blinding you with this. Instead of welding feet on the end like I'm doing, you can weld a pin on the end and make sure you'd have to change the configuration of your bracket to line up with those holes. I hope you're following that. But you can weld a pin on the end that just barely goes up into that hole, that just barely goes up into these holes. And that way when you're putting pressure upward on the hood, those little pins are keeping the hood from sliding down off of your jig or your brace or your bracket, whatever you want to call this thing. So it's just another way to do it. If I had more time to mock this up and slam this out, that's exactly the way I would do it with those pins. That way when we get done painting this thing, I can hang a painted hood with it. I'm doing it this way today because I just need to get this thing banged out and pull this hood off so I can finish tearing down the rest of the front clip on this truck. So we'll get these feet welded on and then I'll show you how this bad boy works. Okay, hopefully my heater isn't too loud for you to hear me, but I've got this all set up. You can see, I hope, there we go. It's in place. I've got a bolt running through the end of the engine hoist into those brackets. These are ready to lift, and as it goes up, I'm going to be focusing, can't see them that way, I'm going to be focusing on getting those rear feet up behind the hood. So it's going to be a little tedious getting that wiggled in there and getting it set up right. And then once we get just the tiniest little bit of tension on there, we'll zap the bolts out and slowly lift this up and slide it out. And I can't say this enough, use the materials you have laying around. You could use 2x4s, wood, pretty much anything you want to make this kind of setup. I use this metal because I had it laying around. It was super rusty. I wasn't going to use it for anything. And maybe you just bought a project car and you're tearing it down and you're looking for a project to learn how to weld on. This is the perfect thing to learn how to weld on. It doesn't have to look great. There's a lot of technique with measuring, squaring, cutting, grinding, welding. A lot of cool stuff you can learn on something little and simple like this. So I'm gonna get you, ooh, that's a good angle. I'm gonna get you on the tripod and start pulling this thing off. And she is off. I'll show you. Now you can see these feet a little better where it holds the back side of the hood. And again, if you have something that you want to keep nice on the edge, be very careful. I've taken a lot of these hoods off in similar fashion, and I know that I was confident this will not destroy the edge of this hood. If it was painted, it definitely would. So, word of the wise. And once this thing gets closer to paint, I'm gonna do that little pin trick that I was telling you about. I think this is where I'm gonna leave you, is right here. You have a really good idea of how this thing's set up, how it works, and now you don't have to wait for your buddy to come over to help you pull your hood off. You can just get to work by yourself. I love building stuff like this because it just makes you faster, more efficient, more self-reliant. And if you liked this video, I have another couple videos like this where I built a cart to put a truck bed on and a bed lift for the engine hoist. If you don't have an engine hoist, these things are so handy. You can use them for a lot of other stuff. Later on in this C10 project, I'm going to be building a cab lift, so stay tuned for that. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from this. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We still got a lot of work to do on the C10, a lot of really cool stuff coming on that. I'll have more shop tool, DIY type projects like that. Like the video. I love when people hit me up down in the comments, mainly on the adding value side of things. It's nice when people contribute to the community down below and give helpful suggestions. As always, I'm Jim Murphy. The channel's You Break It, You Fix It, and I'll see you in another video.